Welcome to the Effortlessly Abundant Life podcast, where we will dive into the mindset, spirituality, and practical tools to have more of what you want with less effort. I'm your host, Natalia, a mindset shifter, certified life and success coach, and hypnotherapist who is obsessed with making your life feel good from the inside out. So let's dive in today's episode in 3, 2, 1. Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Effortlessly Abundant Life. I am so excited for you to be here with me. If you're watching this on YouTube, you probably see this different setting. It's because I am actually filming and recording this from my hotel room. Today, I'm actually performing in Boston. And I'm so excited. We're going to be performing in a community called New England. And it's just going to be a lot of fun. And that's what Effortlessly Abundant Life is all about. It's about singing, performing, enjoying life, doing business, entrepreneurship, self-love, wellness, all the things at once, and also be a mom and all the things and enjoy life to the fullest. And I want to be a live example for you guys to see that it is possible to go perform and do what you love and still, you can do multiple things at once. And it's all about just following your passion and giving yourself the permission, just do whatever that is that you want. Okay. But today we're going to talk about how we can get whatever that is that you're craving and you wanting so badly without working hard. Is it even possible? And I'm going to give you a little spoiler. Absolutely, it is possible. But before we're going to jump into the content of today, I want to remind you guys, because I've been teasing you for a while now about an upcoming training that is going to be free, and it's going to help you to do just what I said, how to get effortlessly whatever that is that you want. But this one is a special one. It's going to be 5 days where we're going to walk through a hustle detox. So if you consider yourself a workaholic, you consider yourself an overachiever, an A-type, never satisfied, no matter whatever that is that you have, you always feel it's never enough. You feel you're actually stuck either in a number, if it's in sales, you feel like you cannot oversee it, or maybe you don't even have the sales, although you're working so hard, or maybe you have a business that is not taking off for whatever reason. Let me tell you, it's not the strategy, it's the energy. And this is what it's all about. This challenge is going to help you to really detox those layers of beliefs that kept you stuck and align you to your next level self that is going to actually attract whatever that is that you want effortlessly, without working hard, without pushing, without manipulating, without forcing. And that was it's all about. So let's talk about how can we get whatever that is that we want without working so hard. Is it even possible? Now, for somebody who been a workaholic, been a very A-type that wanted to be the best in everything, that always wanted to have the best results, that always never been satisfied because I was chasing the next thing. I know for a fact, and if you watch Instagram or any type of self-help or guru that is out there talks about like achieving whatever that is that you want and your dreams, their number one tip is always, oh, you got to work hard. You got to work hard. You got to sacrifice. If you want to be the best singer, oh my God, or a musician or an athlete or a businessman, you got to lock yourself in a room. You got to dedicate hours upon hours. You got to isolate yourself from friends and family. You got to maybe even sacrifice your well-being and your health because it's more important. It's more important the result than actually how you feel. And I'm actually here to tell you that yes, I could achieve, and I achieved a lot of great things in my life using that, waking up at 5 a.m., working myself to death, working hours upon hours, doing all the things. But yet, even I got that thing, I was so miserable. I was so sick. I was so unfulfilled. And it's actually made me more aggravated. I feel more empty because you think and hope, oh, when I'm going to have that number in my bank account, or I'm going to have the thing that I want, or whatever that is that you want, you're going to finally feel you can breathe again. You can feel good again. And when it comes, you feel like the little achievement. You feel, oh, okay, I feel good. But then right back, it comes to, okay, what's next? What's next? Or what if it's going to go away? Or maybe it's not as good as you thought it's going to be. And even that is more upsetting, right? Because we want it so badly and we work so hard for it. And then we realize that getting it, it's not as satisfying as we thought. And then I realized, and I think a lot of us kind of realized with COVID, that we don't need to work so hard. We don't need to kill ourselves so hard. And it's okay to rest, and it's okay to rejuvenate ourselves, and it's okay to put ourselves and our needs and follow what makes us happy first. And that's where a lot of people right now, I feel that coming back from the pandemic and coming back to the work and coming back to that flow, it's so easy to be sucked in to that mindset and staying all up all night and working hard and overachieving and try to satisfy everybody around you except yourself. And I want to remind you that you have a choice. And the beauty of this world that we live in, that whatever you believe, okay, you will see an actual evidence of it reflected back at you. So if you believe you need to work really, really hard to get whatever that is that you want, it's the truth. It's what you believe. It's what everything will funnel through that type of mindset and belief, and you will see evidence of that. So you see your colleagues that are working hard, their numbers are higher because they're selling more, or they getting the promotion, or they getting, a good word from their boss. Or maybe you see it in your own life. You say, well, I only got the good things just by working hard, so I might as stick to that. That's the only thing I know. But the truth of the matter is, what if we can choose differently? If what we believe our reality is going to be reflected back at us to prove that truth, what if we can choose differently? What if we can choose that we can still have a full, fulfilled, exciting life that feels authentic, that feels connected, that feels inspiring, and also have all the materialistic things that we want? Because let's face it, we don't want to be in a mountain just enlightened but have nothing. We're here to enjoy life. We're here to enjoy money. We're here to enjoy abundance. We're here to enjoy experiences. And yes, money, it's not something that is separate. You don't need to become a spiritual enlightened person and be poor. That's not spiritual. Actually, if anything, this is detached. This is a fear. This is belief that money is evil and it's source of evil. No, money is a great tool that actually men made, that we can actually enhance who we are and help others to do even better. So why not? Why I'm detaching myself and taking that away from me just because I want to prove a point that, oh, spiritual, I'm just going to be sitting here with my really baggy clothes and sit on a mountain and have absolutely nothing and despise anything that is luxury or anything that is high end. No, you can have both. You can be enlightened. You can have the glass of wine, and you can have a Gucci bag, and you can also be an amazing person and very spiritually aligned and open and moving with the universe. There is no that or that. You don't need to choose. So I'm going on a tangent here, but I want you to realize that letting go of that belief and that almost that identity that you have of yourself, or what does self look like, and thinking, oh, if I'm going to let go of that identity, what I have, you can still let go of it and create a very rich, wealthy, all the things that you want, or the external things that you want, and be spiritual and connected and actually fulfilled from in. The trick is not to be attached to these things, not to say, okay, if I don't have these things, I am worthless. No, I am full and happy, and I enjoy those things, but I can also not have it, and I'm going to be okay with that as well, right? It's a choice. I'm not dependent on it. That's the tricky things. But if we can choose the reality that we want, why not make it easier? Why not make it more fun? Why not make it more exciting? Why not making more authentic? Why not? Why we cannot play with that at least try. Take off that edge and that spiral that honestly will not lead you to anything but burnout. And you know that. You know that there is a capacity to that hard work. You know that, okay, how many times can you go through that hustle and grind and all that things that you're doing to achieve something? It comes to a point where it's almost like not worth it, and your body is almost, they're rejecting it. It doesn't even want that experience. It doesn't even want to have that. And you feel that procrastination because it just feels not good. But what if by taking off the layers and the beliefs and all the things you think you need to do and be in order to be successful, and understand that the universe and God made you perfectly the way you are. It's exactly how it was intended to be. You are not a mistake. Anything you have, the body, the soul, the mind, the talents, all that uniquely you is an extension of God that wanted to be here in this world and wanted to express itself and actually emphasize and make God bigger by being who you are. So by doing that, you are actually letting that force that creates universe, that it creates all the things you see around you, that makes your heart beat without you even controlling that makes the lungs breathe and exhale the air, all the things that are happening involuntarily to move through you. And it's the same thing with wealth, abundance, opportunities. All these things are just going to flow to you because there's no all these blocks in the way. When you are authentically you are now a clean vessel to receive everything that you want. So if anything, we need to be who we are even more and allow us to be ourselves even more. And when we do that, and it's not something that happens overnight. And that's why I did a 5-day challenge, guys, that I'm so excited to share on May 1st. You will have all the information where you can join in. It's completely free. And it's such a powerful, powerful challenge that I highly recommend for you to do, because it really helps to take the edge off that almost addiction that we have to working and putting so much emphasis on the physical and the doing, and more understanding that the being is the source of everything that you want. And that it's okay for you to not go out there if you're not feeling like it. And it's actually more important for you to follow your wishes and you follow your passions and follow your emotions. It's safe for us to follow our emotions because our emotions are indication of where we are energetically. So when we are who we are and we own who we are and we own also how we feel and we follow how we feel, this is where people think, wait, if I'm going to feel like lazy, I'm not going to be doing anything. I have to tell you, at the beginning, it's going to feel like it. You will feel lazy. And sometimes we need to chill out a little bit. We definitely do. We need to give ourselves the permission to just be and not be always productive, and understand that our worth is not attached to how much we did that day, or our worth is not attached to how much we made that day, and our worth is not attached by how many people praise us. Our worth should be attached to how we feel. Our worth should be attached to how we choose to feel and do and follow what feels good to us. Because in the end of the day, we are, and our relationship with ourselves is the most important thing, right? So when we when we remove all these blocks and we connect to our authentic self and we follow our intuition, we follow our gut, we're following our actually mood, suddenly there is this starting to be a clearer vessel where miracles are coming through, downloads are coming through, guidances can move through you, because now you're open. Now you're allowing. Now there is more room to breathe. It's not that just one spear energy that moving forward and forcing a certain win outcome. It's actually opening ourselves to all the infinite possibilities there are for you. And that's what is really, really exciting. So I went on a tangent because I can go and for hours talking about this, because I'm so passionate about it, because it saved my life. And that's why I want to give this gift to you, to understand that how valuable you are just by breathing, just by being, not by the results and the praises and the money or the grades and all the things you think that makes you feel better and worthy and actually accumulated in life. Nothing is more important of more of how you feel about yourself. And if you are not putting your health and your self, how you truly feel on the pedestal, number one, before anything and everything, you are actually betraying yourself. And there's nothing worse than betraying yourself, right? Because again, our most important relationship is with ourselves first. Because the way we are treat ourselves, it tells the universe how we allow others to treat us and the universe to treat us. And there's so much more into it. And that's why I'm doing a challenge. And every single day is going to be designated to a different practice to really start removing all these blocks and start to align yourself to that more effortlessly abundant life that this whole thing is all about. But I want to give you a quick tip just to start getting into it. Okay. So the number one thing I want you to think about and understand that, as we said, whatever we believe is start being reflected to us, right? So when we want to start a new belief, we want to start believing something else, there is going to be a time where it's going to feel like you're lying to yourself, right? At the beginning, you're like writing this sentence like, I am abundant and worthy just the way I am. And at first, it's not going to feel true, right? Or you can write something, I'm making money easily and frequently. And sometimes it's going to feel like a lie. But I want you to start writing evidence of why it is true. And it could be something that happens once in your life. I'm not talking about every single time, because obviously whatever has more momentum, that belief that you need to work hard, is stronger right now. But I'm inviting you to look back in your life, even if when you were a little kid, something just came into your lap. Something just resolved itself easier than you didn't need to do so much to get it fixed, right? Those little things are important. I want you to start writing them down. I want you to start really filling out the page, at least five evidence from your own life if you can. If you cannot find anything, and it's not even something you're aware of, I want you to start looking into closer relationships. It could be your friends, your family, your coworkers. Start looking who is actually getting the results that I want with not working that hard. Because if you're listening to me, there is something in your life that tells you that it's possible for you, right? You will not be listening to this. We'll not be in this frequency. We'll not be even meeting each other energetically, because you will not be even open to that. That's how beautiful the universe is. But now you're opening yourself to even more, right? So after that, after you wrote down all the evidence with your friends, your family, your coworkers, with yourself, if you still feel there's not enough in that list, I want you to start looking into people like myself, like somebody else that you see online on social media, that you want to have that type of energy. You want to feel that type of way. You want to have that type of confidence. You want to feel that type of alignment. And that is a feeling. It's a feeling you're going to feel when somebody just talking, you just feel, oh, I feel it. I can connect with it and feel it within myself. I want you also to write them down. Okay. When you see the list in front of you, your mind starts to say, okay. So it's not as crazy and detached. And I want you to start writing this affirmation with, I am grateful that I am effortlessly abundantly attracting everything that I want, or whatever you feel connected to. It's not something that is science. If I tell you to do this, no, I want you to follow what feels good to you and really connect to whatever that is that you want to call in your life, right? So if you want to receive more money, I am so grateful. I am receiving more money with ease. It is easy for me to close more jobs. It is easy for me to attract clients. It is easy for me to have meaningful relationship, whatever that is that you want. Okay. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I want you to start really connecting to whatever it is that you want and start writing it, writing the evidence. And every single morning, write it down at least 5 times. And I want you to really connect to that. As you're writing it, say it within, as you're writing, talk to yourself, say it out loud or to yourself, and really start feeling those feelings. And start reading all the evidence. Oh, this has happened to her. This has happened to me before. This has happened already. This has happened already. This has happened already. And slowly but surely, you will see that more and more evidence are coming to you of that belief. And that is where the magic happens. That means your truth and the new belief is start becoming more prominent in your life. Okay. And as you see those little proofs coming out in your daily life, start adding it to the evidence list. You can do it on your phone, on the notes app, or just journal it if that feels more good to you, whatever you want. But start writing it down, guys. It's going to change everything for you. And absolutely, so important. Join the 5-day free challenge, Hustle Detox. We're starting on May 15th. So we have 2 weeks from now. So we have still time. So join, it's free. Once you're joined, you're going to get a workbook. You're going to get the replays. You're going to get all the exclusive discounts and all the great things you want to be actually part of. So all the information is in the description bar below, in all the notes, show notes, and just sign up. I'm telling you, bring a friend with you so you can do it together and hold each other accountable. It's beautiful when we as a community would come online and we do this together, but it's also so much fun when you have like 2-3 people that I know that I also do when I do other kind of challenges or programs, and I bring a friend with me or somebody that we can share this experience together and hold each other accountable. I highly recommend that. And that will be such a beautiful experience for both of you. And it's actually going to magnify your results. And that's why I believe so much in building community together and creating those relationships, even online. Okay. So sign up, it's free. And if you have any follow-up questions, as always, feel free to drop them in the comment section below on YouTube or on Spotify. And also, guys, if you don't know, if you love this podcast, if you find it valuable, I would really highly appreciate it if you can either take a snapshot, a screenshot, whatever you feel like, and also actually post it on your stories and write down what was your biggest aha moment, something that you really truly feel that kind of spoke to you. Could be a phrase, it could be maybe an idea that came through whatever you heard today or in general. And also tag me at Effortlessly Abundant Life. I'm on all social media, which is Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. I'm everywhere, right? Same name. And I will send you a free abundance hypnosis that gives massive, massive results. And by just listening, we will program your subconscious to start aligning itself to the new dimension, to the new reality you want to call in within your life effortlessly. And it's worth at least $400. So I will not wait, guys. So if you feel like this is your go-to podcast, I would really appreciate if you can show it love so more people can listen to it and we can change the world together and make this world such a more effortlessly abundant life and happier, right? So guys, I'm gonna go to my show and I love you guys so much.